Hello, United and True family. How are you all today? You all look so beautiful. Now, I know I'm not there in person with you this year, but I am in Dallas, Texas, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get back in time. But it is so good to be there in spirit with you because I know it's going to be such a level up experience. I have been acquainted with United and True since its conception in 2019. And I've been friends with Sandra Coates since 2005. It's been so long, and I am so privileged to be able to call her one of my very good friends. And this is such a ministry, you all, close to God's heart. So I'm so glad that you are there and you're going to have so much fun. I am affiliated with United and True in several ways. I have been a volunteer, I have been a role model, a speaker, an MC. I am now on the board, and I just thank God to be able to be connected with this ministry. Now, I am an author, I am a speaker, a counselor, and a licensed financial professional. I know it's a lot going on. I thank God for His grace for being able to carry out the plans that He has for me. And one of the first things I can think about when I think about how God called me to level up was when He allowed me to be birthed into a family that went to church, that believed in God's principles. My parents were Christians, and I accepted Christ at a young age. So God already drew me to level up by having a relationship with Him. And so even though I didn't really understand God and know Him intimately, I had that background. And I know all of you may not have that same background, but I did. And so that planted a seed in me to be able to really learn how to live a life pleasing to God. So I was one of those sneaky kids, one of those rebellious kids, and I didn't always do things right, unfortunately. I was affiliated with some people who did some very bad things, and that influenced me terribly. And as I became a teenager, then I became curious and I started doing things that totally displeased the Lord. I was dating boys that God would not have me to date. Then that became dating men as I got older, and those men didn't have a relationship with God. And so, what I was doing, I was seeking emotional support. I was seeking my identity in these relationships, and it really left me to a place of despondency and looking for love in all the wrong places. Ladies, I had to level up. I had to stop settling for guys who didn't have a relationship with God. And because they didn't have a relationship with God, they would tempt me to do things that were not pleasing to God. Yes, it is what you're thinking. And if you read my book, Stepping into Purity, you will see that my lifestyle did not mirror one who had a relationship with God. But God kept calling me to level up, and I recommitted my life to Him. And as a result of that, He allowed me to leave those people in the past and move forward and press forward toward the mark of the high calling in Christ Jesus. It was only because of the Lord. I remember there were times where I said, Lord, please help me to please you, because I don't know who I am. And I have the security of men who leave me and break my heart. But I needed the security of God. And that's what He gave me. One day, the vision that I had of me being obedient was the vision that I actually lived out. And I am so grateful that God had mercy on me and He was interceding on my behalf. And so I'm telling you this, God is interceding on your behalf. Maybe there are areas in your life where you know you have to level up because you're not living right. You're not living the way God designed you to live, and your lifestyle doesn't please God. But don't give up. He understands that we are just made out of dust and we are not going to do everything right, and all have sinned and come short of God's glory. But He loves you so much that He is shaping you as his masterpiece. And he is going to do his great will in your life if you surrender your life to him. Leveling up is about surrendering to God, releasing those things to God, and talking to him about the things that you know you shouldn't be doing. But God is the one can allow you to get on the right track. I know you can do it, ladies. I know you can do it. God is on your side. He is fighting for you, and you got this. Level up.